for the Bucks. And inside out of Stanford University, a skilled post scorer with tremendous size, the 7-footer, Brook Lopez. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's under the Kumbo in at the 4-man position. And for Boston, Kyrie Irving is out there with Smart. And holding down the middle, a tremendously hard-working and versatile big man out of the Dominican Republic, Al Horford. And it's Morris in at the power forward.
Well, you know, the Bucks thought they had a plan to make a big push forward by pairing some talent together in the backcourt, but what seems to have happened is they are now mired in mediocrity, which is exactly where you don't want to be.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Puts it up. No good. The Bucks go the other way with it. Berggren. And that one goes out. And back to Minnesota. They were the 8th seed in the East last year, but still finished 6 games under 500. Still a lot of work for them to get above 500 and be in a position where, Steve, they are, competing for home court in the playoffs.
Yeah, a lot of changes for the Bucks in the offseason, but a team that was able to sneak in last year. They're hopeful to make it once again this season, but it feels like they're kind of stuck in the middle right now.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot is off. Some solid defense from Smart. Let's send it over to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Mike Budenholzer. Doris?
He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
Thank you, Doris.
Well, coming off his impressive showing in the 2012 playoffs, last season, really a breakout season for the dynamic Eric Bledsoe.
He feeds it to Smart. Boston again missing.
And they're now 1 for 5 to start this game, so having trouble finding any offensive rhythm.
Still scoreless after 4 attempts, trying to take the lid off the basket.
And Clark, going back to Bledsoe, we knew how tough he could be at the defensive end of the floor, but his progress offensively, Steve, I thought that really turned a lot of heads of GMs around the NBA when he was taking the place of the injured Chris Paul.
Yeah, early in his career, you could back off him defensively. He didn't have a lot of confidence in his shot, but he improved there, and he's such an amazing athlete that he has the ability to play make, to get into the paint and create havoc for the defense.
Count that one.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Boston's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Now here's Smart. He kicks it to Horford. Tatum. And they'll come right back with their own three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere. I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Fader on the way. Shot is blocked. Celtics leading by 4. Tatum defended by Middleton. Tatum. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And offensively, Kevin, he's got a lot he can bring to the table, given the situation. He can give you 20-plus without showing you the same move twice. And it's that varied offensive game that really keeps defenses off balance.
You know, one other thing you have to appreciate when it comes to him is his skill on the low block. Terrific footwork, nice up and under fakes, and he's got a tremendously soft touch.
Now here's Bledsoe. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Berggren from downtown. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Pass to Irving. He dishes it to Smart. Passes it to Horford. The feed to Smart. Nailed from three-point land. Smart's got himself on the board with 3 there.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass him.
Bledsoe outside. And another three for Milwaukee.
The defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Outside Irvin. Fires the three. And the shot is good.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
This is to Middleton. Bledsoe. The pass to Middleton. Back to Bledsoe. 6 on the shot clock. Berggren. Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
And very quickly here in the first quarter, pronounced advantage for them on the glass.
Yeah, that's a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
And the shot is good.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for them.
Antetokounmpo off the court from Lopez. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Here's Smart. Into Al Horford. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Berggren. Here's Antetokounmpo. Defended by Smart. Clock at 6. Berggren. Defended by Smart. Hits the bucket. He's got 9.
You know, that wasn't the highest quality look, but for him, it doesn't matter. He doesn't need a great look to knock down the 3.
And now, the first timeout call here for Boston. Celtics leading by 6. The dish to Morris. Nice ball movement by Boston. Now here's Smart. D right on him. Rebound, Milwaukee.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. And that one's good. Boston's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. Now here's Smart. He's tightly guarded. Fades. Shot's good. Smart's got 5 now. Bucks trail by 6. Bledsoe with it. Guarded now by Irving. Middleton can't get it to go.
That's not a sight you see very often. He has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open. The defense is doing very little to slow him down so far.
Moving against Bledsoe. Berggren. Back to Bledsoe. He passes to Antetokounmpo. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Celtics leading by 7. Smart kicks to Morris. Feeds to Smart. Beyond the arc. No good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Passes it to Antetokounmpo. He's against Morris. It's rebounded by Smart.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Yeah, they're lucky that they didn't get burned on that one. Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Outside Hill. Kicks it to Ilyasova. 6 to shoot. It's back to Hill. Goes up on the wing. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. And as you said, the defense is able to stop the barrage from outside.
Well, defensively, they need to do a better job of, one, pressuring the ball, disrupt their offensive rhythm, and then you've got to get to shooters, especially when they're shooting as well as these guys are. Well, you know, last season, I think, officially brought the immediate championship aspirations of the Celtics to a close. The 7th seed in the East, dispatched in the first round by the Knicks. the rebuild was on in full cycle.
And back to the Celtics, making the playoffs, sure, but, not like Steve back in 08 or 2010.
Well, this has been a phenomenal era, with KG and Pierce that is now a thing of the past. But look, they've hoisted a championship banner, very close to another. But it's just time to move on, and that's just the way it is in the NBA. These things go in waves, and the Celtics now in rebuilding mode.
Now here is Hill after the miss from Brown. The shot by Hill. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
Boston leading by 3. He feeds it to Hayward. Brown outside. Boston, no good that time either.
Well, a big new contract, guys, for Ersan Ilyasova going into last season, and he terrified everybody in Milwaukee with a terrible start, but regained his confidence in January and finished the season strong.
The Celtics shooting at around 44% in their early goings here. Tice, defended by Mirotic. Pass to Brown, trying to get back on track. No luck. Bucks trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Outside Hill. Low block shot on the way. Nice touch on the bank shot. Hill's got 6 points. And going back to the rough start for Ilyasova, not uncommon for players to struggle after getting that big new contract.
Yeah, I've seen it time and again, players putting a lot of pressure on themselves, trying to live up to the money. But in most cases, the coaches just want the player to do what he does already and what got him here in the first place.
He kicks it to Mirotic. Backing down. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. He dishes it to Baines. Puts up the baby hook. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Mirotic. Off with the layup. Boston leading by 4. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Baines misses in close. Milwaukee's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. There's the feed to Hill. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. A floater, and they'll keep possession. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Dishes it to Brown. Rosa. Back to Brown. Off target from outside. And so the first quarter is in the books. Celtics. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Celtics?
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
And Mirotic kicks to Brown. 5 to shoot. For 3. Hill hits the bucket. Hill's got the first basket of the second quarter for Milwaukee.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
Hayward with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Hayward dishes to Brown. Rosa. Back to Brown. Here's the screen. The 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Mirotic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Right side Hill. The pass to Mirotic. There's Brown with the 3. No good. And it's Boston the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Ersan Ilyasova, a rare breed, a stretch 4 who's also a big factor on the offensive boards. Ersan said, "That's part of my game, to be active, going to hit those shots. But if I have this in my pocket, just go in there and crash on the offensive glass. It's all about second effort. Guys?
Well, it seems he can do both, Doris. His role is steadily growing, too. Mirajic gets the bucket.
Yeah, and he's a bomber. I mean, that's what I love about him. He's as good a three-point shooter as you'll see, and of course has the green light to let it fly anytime he wants.
And Steve, just like you, when you shot, you had a favorite spot on the floor when you played. His favorite spot seems to be that three from the corner.
Yeah. Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Guys, the Celtics went from being a powerhouse in the East and middle of the pack last season, but they still protected their home court as well as anybody. Easy to find inspiration here with the parquet floor under your shoes and the banners hanging over top.
So it's Boston now. Irving up top. And that one hits back iron.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Pass to Wilson. He tries for three. Rebound Boston. You do have to love the parquet floor here, as you said, Clark. The pride certainly a factor last season as the Celtics were able to finish, Steve, with a 22-14 record here at their home.
And even though the Celtics would end up just as the 7th seed in the East, you knew they would control their home floor just because of their veteran experience, their talent, their coaching. So they were really able to ride that home court into the playoffs.
And so it's Milwaukee now, trailing by 4. Berggren defended by Smart. For 3, Bledsoe. That's good. Bledsoe's got 6.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. They have to get a hand in his face.
Tatum, he's covered by Brown. Here's Smart. There's the bucket. Good. Smart's got 4 points this quarter.
I'd like to know what his percentage is from that range. I mean, it's got to be sky high.
Bledsoe against Irving.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Smart kicks to Irving. And again, Buxton with the triple.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Bledsoe kicks to Brown. Lets the 3 fly. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Wilson. And 3 off the mark. Celtics leading by 4. Tatum. And again, Buxton with the triple.
Well, they're not afraid to just let it fly from here. They didn't have as much success in the first quarter, but with this lead, they're looking to extend it with the three-point shot.
Back to Bledsoe. Berggren. The dish to Bledsoe. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Bledsoe's got 9 points.
That's number 2 for him from long range in this quarter, his 3rd overall.
Feeds it to Irving. Lays it up and banks it in. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
Late reaction from the defense. He's always going to make good on that.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Well, after a brief 2-year drought, the Bucks got back to the playoffs this past season, but it wasn't pretty once they got there. With several guarantees from players about upsetting the Heat, they didn't win a single game and were swept by the Miami Heat.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton comes in for Brown. Passes to Bledsoe. They grab their own miss. Lopez, no luck. Boston leading by 6. Kicks to Smart. Outside Irving. From outside the arc. The rebound by Middleton. Middleton's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Back to the Bucks in the playoffs. In every aspect, they were overmatched by the Heat, and no one really thought they would upset them. But many thought, Steve, that they would at least get a game.
Well, I wasn't one of them, Kevin. I thought they were overmatched from the start. And you could tell in that series, Miami wasn't even interested until the 4th quarter. They knew they could just flip a switch and beat this Milwaukee team. And that's exactly what they did.
Gets it to go. On to Tacumbo, who's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Celtics have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Tatum, defended by Middleton. He feeds it to Smart. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Antetokounmpo.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
Celtics leading by 6. Here's Irving. And again, it's Boston converted.
When you look at Irving and how much success he's had early in his NBA career, I think the only thing standing between him and true stardom right now is health. He's just had a lot of nagging injuries. He would love to put together an injury-free season.
Well, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, and at least as I look at him.
Back to Lopez. From past the arc. That's good. Lopez has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And for Kyrie Irving, his first All-Star appearance last season, and just clock his second year.
Well, you look at his age and what he's doing. Really a skilled scorer and playmaker already with size and athleticism. I like his savage, Kevin. He's very slick in how he gets around the basketball court. This kid has a chance to perhaps be an MVP caliber player in a few more years.
Here's Antetokounmpo following the basket by Al Horford.
No, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
Here's Smart. 11 points in the game. Irving can't hit.
You know, something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound totals are almost identical.
No separation there. Not yet, anyway.
Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. Bergman misses the 3.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
You got that right. I mean, he'll do it from three-point land or anywhere on the perimeter, really, because he is a deadly shooter. You've got to do a better job defensively.
Bucks trail by 7. Here's Antetokounmpo. They get it back. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Bucks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. That free throw good from Lopez.
You know, the Bucks were the last team to make it into the Eastern Conference playoffs, and part of the reason that happened was because they didn't really do well against the rest of the conference. 24-28 against the East.
Clark, as you were saying, the rest of the Eastern Conference got the better of the Bucks. Had they been a little tougher against some of the lesser teams in their own conference, they might not have had to deal with the Heat in the first round of last year's playoffs.
Well, the Bucks tried to mix things up last year. Remember, they made the big trade at midseason, too, going for J.J. Redick and moving on from some of the young players. And I think that changed. And, of course, the coaching switch from Scott Skiles to Jim Boylan. So they lost some of their momentum. You know, the more these three-pointers continue to drop, the more you can sense the frustration coming from this defense.
No question. No matter what they've thrown at them, they've not been able to take that shot away.
Now here's Smart. 11 points in the game. And it's blocked, but he stays with it. That's tipped. Stolen by Bledsoe. Bergman with the lead pass. And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And that call gets an instant reaction from the fans.
Well, that's a whistle that did not go over very well.
Irving kicks to Smart. Tice. And it's off from three-point range. He kicks to Ilyasova. Pass to Middleton. He dishes it to Ilyasova. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
And there's the feed to Smart. Busted. No good that time either.
That's a shot he's got to hit. I mean, you don't get too many better looks from that range.
Dishes it to Ilyasova. Milwaukee the rebound. Lopez, no up. The Celtics with the lead. Smart kicks to Irving. Irving gets a screen from Baines. Smart dishes to Baines. Working on Ilyasova. Smart passes to Irving. This ball moved by Boston. Smart misses.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Offensive rebound. Ilyasova. It's good. This game is all even.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Smart kicks to Morris. He passes to Smart to stop the drought. Rebound by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Bledsoe dishes to Lopez. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Outside Irving, shoots from the elbow. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. Tie game in Boston.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. And it's the Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back to the lovely and historic city of Boston, Massachusetts. It's been a clinic from Antetokounmpo.
Boy, his rebounding was superb in that first half, particularly at the offensive end where he's really battling.
And that continually allowed them to get 2 quality shots on the same possession, Steve. That's invaluable.
Now here's Bledsoe. The pass to Antetokounmpo. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Here's Bledsoe. Back to Lopez. Bledsoe outside. Just 5 to shoot. Green for 2 points. Bledsoe's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Bucks. Irving against Bledsoe. Tatum. A three-pointer, no good. Milwaukee in the lead. Middleton the pass to Bledsoe. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's covered by Irving. Wide open. Leaps for it. Misses off the left eye. Boston shooting about 42% so far. Smart kicks to Irving. A three-pointer off the mark. The Bucks shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Back to Lopez. Launches a three. Another shot. The shot's good from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 17 now.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
Irving against Bledsoe. Fires the three. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Irving. And that's 10 points for Al Horford.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3-ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Now here's Bledsoe. 11 points in the game. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella is all about power and force.
Pass to Morris. From the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far. In my opinion, Brook Lopez, guys, quite possibly is the best scoring 7-footer in the game. He has terrific skills on the low block. And he's able to step out and knock that outside shot down from out to the 3-point line.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And for Brook Lopez last season, Steve, almost 20 points a game, shooting over 50%.
His best season ever, Kevin. I think he's really evolved into one of the top centers in the league. A big-time, elite interior threat. And as you know, I mean, that's kind of rare these days in the NBA.
And Horford, here we go. Off the inbound, no good.
They're struggling here. They're just 1 of 5 to start this third quarter. They've got to loosen up here.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And another basket for Milwaukee.
There's been some slippage defensively here in the second half, Kevin. I mean, I'm not sure if their legs are going or what, but they've given up some easy baskets here.
Again, the miss by the Celtics. Bucks leading by 7. Bledsoe outside. Berggren back to Bledsoe. Berggren. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. 12 points for him.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
They're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Morris with the ball.
Nice touch near the hoop.
Bucks have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that.
You know, you think of what a typical Eastern Conference team plays like, and you often think of the Celtics. I mean, they like to slow it up. They'll play hard D and take their fouls when they can. Still, the Celtics last year were just average when it came to playing the rest of the conference.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And here they come. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Milwaukee.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And another thing that's obviously helped them here, guys, is how hot they've been from the three-point line. They've been on fire.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Celtics trail by 13. Into Al Horford. And the layup's good off the glass. Horford's got 5 points now in the quarter. Well, and back to the Celtics, even as you said, Clark, they do all the things most Eastern Conference teams do well. They just couldn't keep it together, Steve, to finish far above 500 in the East.
Well, losing Rondo was a huge part of it, as they had to adjust their entire offense midway through the season. And I think a lot of it, too, is the rest of the East is caught up to them, and time is finally catching up to them.
Celtics passing it around. That shot wide open.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo off the pick from Middleton. Tries to save it. No good from Antetokounmpo. The Celtics shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. On offense, here are the Bucks. They're on a 17-7 run. Berggren guarded by Horford. Shot clock at 6. Rosa, good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists now in the game.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him with a pass like that one.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 11. From deep. Can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 9. Outside Irving. There's the dish to Morris. Rosa, three-pointer. The tie for the ball. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. And the Bucks making a change here. Milwaukee leading by 9. Antetokounmpo off the pick from Mirotic. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Boy, that's some physical basketball out there. I'm glad I'm not in the middle of that. A hard pick and an assault on the bucket.
Old school stuff there.
Yeah, there was a lot to like on that play.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
You know, during the season before last, the Bucks' problem had been offense. They just couldn't put up points consistently, and even when their defense would hold up, they would simply get outgunned by teams. They decided to change that by trying to be more of a transition team last year.
Hayward dishes to Horford. Down low. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
That's a tough shot down there, but I love how he kept his eye on the rim and dropped it in.
The Celtics shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
Well, as an 81% free throw shooting team last season, you can't find much fault with what they were doing from the line.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
And back to the Bucks actually led the entire Eastern Conference in pace and were third overall in the NBA. So the only teams that were ahead of them were the Rockets and Nuggets, two teams you always think of running.
Well, it makes sense for the Bucks to have played that style last year. You had that backcourt of Ellis and Jennings, a lot of speed and quickness. They later added J.J. Redick, so we had shooting. So they had to play fast. It made some sense, but in the end, they've made some changes in the offseason, and they're looking to get better.
Gets it to go. That's 7 points for Nikola Mirotic.
Now, halftime was exactly what they needed, as they have shot the ball much better coming out of the break.
Yeah, they have looked a lot better this half. I don't know what it was. Perhaps they changed the rim, unbeknownst to us, but something changed.
On defense, Milwaukee. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Berggren, he's covered by Brown. Feeds it to Hill. It's picked off. Rosa. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
Nice job there, attacking the rim and drawing the contact.
Yeah, I like that play there. The defense had no choice but to foul in order to save the dunk. You know, when you're an older team and you try to milk every possession, you've got to be more efficient. And over the past few years, the Celtics have failed to grab offensive rebounds, and that problem was not corrected during their disappointing 12-13 season.
Well, Clark, as you said, the Celtics just didn't grab any offensive rebounds at all this last season. Dead last in the entire league in that regard. And Steve, they were getting, about 8 a game?
That's been the case with the Celtics for about the past 4 or 5 years. They've never been a team that concentrated on offensive rebounds, partly because they wanted good transition defense, so they didn't send more than 1 or 2 guys to the offensive glass.
So it's Boston now, after the miss from Antetokounmpo. Brown outside. Rosa backing in. Back to Brown. Off target from three-point range.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly. I mean, the score is right where you'd expect it to be when the battle on the boards is that lopsided.
Now, here is Hill. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Antetokounmpo. Brown outside. Number 37. The shot's good. Brown making the play. He has 5. Timeout call for Bucks. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Here's Hill. Kicks it to Middleton. And there's the pass to Antetokounmpo. Rebound, Boston. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Horford missed a big chunk of that 2011-12 season after he tore the pectoral muscle in his shoulder. But he bounced back last season, and he arguably had his best year of his NBA career. Well, there's plenty to like about him as a player, but one thing that really stands out is the quick trigger. He can catch the ball in space, defenders all over him, but in an instant, lets that shot go, and he is accurate.
Something else I think about when I see this guy is he's a real headache to have to defend one-on-one. I mean, he's got all of the game that makes it tough for his defender.
And going back down Horford, career high Clark last season in minutes played.
Yeah, he averaged a double-double for the first time in his career, Kevin, so that injury didn't give the Hawks pause. They rode Horford more than ever, and he was up to the challenge.
Now Hill. After the missed 3 from Middleton, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Boy, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
Tatum. It's rebounded by Antetokounmpo. On to Tacumbo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Horford with the rebound. Mirotic gets the bucket.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
And so it's Boston with it. It's a 14-point game. And that one's good. 10 points for him.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Doubled by Hayward. He feeds it to Middleton. Plenty of space. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Tell you what, they're going to have to do a better job of boxing this fella out than that.
No one between him and the hoop. You're right, Clark.
Yeah, putback slams are not what you want to be giving up if you're the defense.
Hayward with the ball. Three-pointer. And again, Boston with the triple. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. Now here's Smart. Gets it to go.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like All-Star Weekend out there. We know how much defense is played. There is actually defense during the All-Star Weekend, no D.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
The rebound by Middleton.
You know, they built their lead here by doing all the little things well.
And one of those things has been rebounding, Clark, because they have really come out and taken control of the boards.
Celtics trail by 9. Tatum. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Jason Tatum will be at the line shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And Middleton kicks to Mirotic. For the 3. Can't get it to go. Now Boston takes it the other way. Here's Smart. Makes good on the step-back jumper. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Berggren defended by Smart. Pass to Middleton. Launches it. It's rebounded by Baines. Baines has got rebound number 5 here tonight. He kicks to Smart. Tatum. On the money from 12 feet away. 20 points for him.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today. They've needed it.
He dishes it to Middleton. Rebounded by Smart. Celtics trail by 3. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Baines. And it comes off the front of the rim. Bucks have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. The feed now to Ilyasova. 5 on the clock. Fires from the wing. And Boston with the rebound.
He thought he could knock that one down, but the defense was really all over him.
Smart passes to Baines. No luck. Excellent D there from Ilyasova. Milwaukee leading by 3. Dishes it to Middleton. Into Ilyasova. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. I mean, this is the time to attack on the interior and generate those easy opportunities.
Stupendous. I love that word. Say that the word and the jam. I want to see it again.
Just beautiful.
You can't top that. I love the alley-oop play. So much fun to watch.
Yeah, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And the Bucks making a change here. The Bucks working the ball around. Lock at 6. Bledsoe dishes to Mirotic. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. And that's 13 points for Nikola Mirotic. Rosa defended by Bledsoe. Pass to Smart. Lets it go with the 3. And yes, sir, that one drops. Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Now Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Smart. Tatum. And this is the go-ahead basket.
Well, he's just launching from the three-point line right now because I don't like his shot selection at all.
And here's Smart. Rosa. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul. Brook Lopez is checked in for Ilyasova. Milwaukee in the lead. Berggren defended by Smart. Here's Mirotic. From outside, off the mark.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Busted. No good that time either. The Bucks shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. Lopez a screen. Good dish to Bledsoe. Bledsoe right side. Shot clock at 5. He passes it to Lopez. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. And the Bucks lead by 4.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
His shot by Irving, and it is the shot to throw after coming off the pick.
He's gutsy. That's what I really respect about him. It seems like the more pressure there is, the more he enjoys the moment. So he is the guy you want taking the big shot at the end of the game.
And also, he's absolutely able to do some incredible things in the air. I mean, he can look like a gymnast sometimes, twisting his body, double clutching his shot. But he maintains a smooth approach to it all.
That's his second personal foul.
And the Celtics with possession here. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter to tie it up. And that's 2 points on the way. And that makes it a tie ball game.
The road back hasn't been an easy one, but they've managed to climb all the way out of the hole and tie this game.
I have to say, pretty remarkable, Steve. At one point, I thought they were done.
Middleton, good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Well, they haven't gotten much production from him, but they remain in the league.
Now, here's Irving. Here's Smart, and you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Bledsoe outside. Berggren. Back to Bledsoe. Now the pass to Antetokounmpo. And Boston with the rebound. Horford's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. to take the lead. That's the bucket. And it's a 3-point Celtic lead.
That's his second three-pointer of the half and his third overall.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Lopez. Working on Horford. A jump hook. Rebounded by the Celtics.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
Smart puts the pick in for Irving. Tatum. No good on the three. Bucks trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket. No luck for them this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half.
Bledsoe with it. Guarded now by Irving. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. To the inside. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Way too loose on that inbounds pass.
Boston leading by 3. Outside Irving. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right arm and down.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Milwaukee's. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Middleton. And that time, also a missed shot.
I tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
Smart misses.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them comfortable.
Yeah, there's no agenda. I mean, the ball's just moving to whoever is open, and as a result, they've kind of developed a clicking pace to their game. It's been fun to watch.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, guys, Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team. He told the squad, now is the time when we turn it on and leave them in the rear view mirror. It won't be easy, but guys, I know we can put them away. Let's see if they can deliver, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Feeds to Smart. Tatum. Lopez covering. Kicks to Smart. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Morris. From deep three-point range. A rebound by Brook Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. They double him with Irving. Back to Bledsoe. It's up a 3. And Boston with the rebound.
He's just disappeared in this quarter, guys, and they're going to have him produce if they're going to cut into this lead.
There's 48 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Irving kicks to Smart. Back to Irving. He dishes it to Smart. Offline with his 3. The Bucks shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Bergring. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. And so they foul intentionally. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Showing off a very smooth stroke at the free throw line right there.
Timeout called the Bucks. They're losing by 7. 27 seconds left in the game. .27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And again, the Bucks miss. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. The team's playing well, but these guys